Hi guys, today I'm just going to be showing you the brand new class which is called the Chrono Assassin. It was originally called the Chronos Assassin Class or Time Assassin Class, but the name got changed. I would have put this video up a bit earlier, but my class is the farmable version. I'll just show you how to get the farmable version and the other version in a second. But anyway, I'll just show you how the class actually looks like. So I'll go ahead and take off my armor. And it is based off of Exivin, which is the newest villain in the Throne of Darkness saga. As you can see, it's her armor. Looks pretty nice. There is only a female version at the moment, and I'm pretty sure it will stay that way. I like it that way, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I really like the design, and I'm pretty sure every single villain in the Throne of Darkness saga will actually have a class. So it makes sense since Vade in the Death Knight has one, which is Death Knight Lord, and Exivin has one, which is Chrono Assassin. But let's get started. So I'll just go to /join Shadow Realm. Whoa. Well, actually, but yeah, to actually get this class, there's two ways. If you want to get the AC version, well, I'll just rephrase that. Okay, so if you're non-member, there's only one way you can get the class if you are non-member, and that's by going Game Menu, and then Shops, then Paradox Gear Shop, and then buying the class from here for 2,000 ACs. So that's the only way you can get it if you're non-member. I'm pretty sure it will get moved into just the class shop after that shop there is gone. Yeah. But if you are a member, you can actually farm this class by /joining Tachyon. So I'll just go there really quick. And in the merge shop here, you'll just, so this is how you can get it if you're a member, because you can only go into this area if you are an active member, so if your membership is actually active. And in the shop here, you can merge it for 12 seculum gems, and the gems are pretty hard to get, because to get these gems, you have to actually accept this quest here, which is the Chronos class quest. And you need one Svelga Fang, which is dropped by the boss here, Svelga the Devourer. And the fangs are really low % drop. I'm pretty sure it's a 2% drop, because it feels like farming Dark Unicorn Ribs, which are 2% drop from Binky. So that's what it feels like, so I'm pretty sure the fang is a 2% drop from the boss here. And then you need 6 Sands of Time, which is from the Chrono Assassin in /join Portal War. And then there's the Wrath Wisp, and these are the different kind of Wrath Wisps. And they are from /joining Paradox Maze. So I'll just do that really quickly. So the Fang is for here. Oh, I just want the completely worst way. Well, to get the Fang, you have to go through here. And then straight through this purple portal, which looks like a chaos portal. You can go through here once you've done the event. And there he is, Svelga the Devourer. So yeah, Sands of Time, just /join Portal War. Up, cutscene. Okay, and once you're here, you just have to keep killing these guys here. They're not 100% drop, but they do drop at least 1 to 10 of them at a time. And with the fangs from Svelga the Devourer, he drops 1 to 3. So if you're lucky, you can get 3 of them, but they will take a while to drop. Sands of Time are pretty easy to drop from those Chrono Assassin guys. Okay, so for the Wrath Wisps, you have to go /join Portal Maze. Oh gosh, okay there. And from here, you just have to kill the Time Rafts, which are just through here. There. So you just have to kill these ones here. They're really easy to kill, hardly any HP. And once you kill them, they can drop 1 to 10 Wrath Wisps at a time. So it goes up really quick. Wrath Wisps stack up to 145, Sands of Time stack up to 144, and Svelga Fang stack up to 12. And then once that's done, you can just /join Tachyon again. So just stack up all those items to the max amount of stack, and then you can just turn in the quest multiple times and get all the Tachyon gems, not those quests, and then you can merge the class. Pretty simple, but it will take a couple of hours because of the fangs. But anyway, let's get on with the actual class guide. Okay, so to get started, we have the auto attack. This class actually does have the fastest auto attack in the game of any class so far. It has a 1-second cooldown, so it's very quick. And this class is more based on its speed than the raw damage that it actually does. But yeah, so for its auto attack, it's called Strike Blades. 1-second cooldown, physical. You wield Strike Blades, manipulating. Oh gosh, wow, my words. Manipulating with time allows you to attack incredibly fast, but sacrificing power. So yeah, that's why this class doesn't do that much power. But it's a really fast hit, so all the damage adds up anyway. The auto attack there. Shift, 12 mana, 5-second cooldown, physical. Push time forward with your next strike, dealing light damage to your opponent. Applies push time, increasing your dodge and haste by 8% for 12 seconds. Stacks to 5. So it stacks 5 times, and that's pretty nice. If reverse time is in play, which is on one of the other moves, Strike Blades will replace it with Temporal Blades, increasing your damage output by 20% and applying pull time, lowering the opponent's haste and dodge by 15% for 12 seconds. Okay, so this is a pretty nice move, because it can stack 5 times, and it does only do light damage, not moderate damage, or high damage really. But it does increase your dodge and haste by 8%, so you can stack that 5 times, so that's pretty good then. Because you can actually increase your dodge by a lot then, and your speed, because this class is about speed, so that comes in helpful. And reverse time is on one of the other moves. So yeah, I'll just show you that anyway. Okay, so this class does have its own animations, though not any other classes have. And it is a single target class, and there's the animation for it. As you can see, it's not doing much damage, only some light damage. I am only using unarmed right now. I might go to my dual 6th Trail Blades, because those I recommend for this class actually using an unstable weapon. It's a bit better. But yeah, that is the animation for that. But I'll just get out of there quickly. Okay. I'll go ahead and put on my blades, because then I can show you this class just a bit better. Okay. But yeah, that is the second move there. You can see just light. So yeah, just light damage on that move there. Other than that, there's nothing really else to talk about that move yet. So let's go into the third move, which is Relapse. Cost 12 mana, 3-second cooldown, physical / magical. Relieve time with your next strike, dealing moderate damage to your opponent. Applies Deadlock to yourself. Stacks 4 times. Now, Deadlock is a really helpful part of this class. It helps a lot. You'll see why in a second. Once max stacked, Deadlock will consume itself and apply reverse time, granting you a moderate heal over time for 10 seconds. So you can stack this 4 times, and once you have that, it applies reverse time, which you can use with your second move. And once you have used it with your second move, you get Temporal Blades, which increases your damage output by 20%, and also lowers your opponent's or enemy's haste and dodge by 15% for 12 seconds. So what you really want to do is just use this move here and apply Deadlock 4 times, and then use your second move, and then keep using your third to dish out some really nice damage on your opponents. That's pretty much what you really want to do. So these two moves go together, your second and third, really well. And it can also have a chance to heal you. I'm not quite sure if the heal is altered in any way by the other moves, but I think it is. But it's just a small heal, because you do gain health from dodging and hitting, especially on crits anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I'll just show you that because it also has its own animation. And there's the animation there. Has a little time ruin that pops up above you, and you can already see it did some nice damage right there. And I'll just stack Deadlock 4 times, and there's reverse time, and you can see a little heal over time, not that good. And I just used the second for Temporal Blades, which boosts my damage and decreases the enemy damage. And don't forget, I'm using my unstable weapon right now, so my damage can either be high or low. But that is pretty much this move. So you did see Temporal Blades came up and a small heal over time after I stacked it 4 times. But this move does come in very handy. So onto the fourth move, which is Convert. 12 mana, 4-second cooldown, physical. Generate time with your next strike, dealing moderate damage to your opponent. Applies condensed time, increasing critical strike chance and critical strike damage by 10% for 12 seconds. Stacks 5 times. So this is a very important move as well, just like Deadlock. And both of these are pretty much your hard attacking moves because they both do moderate damage. So this one increases your critical strike by 10%, and it stacks 5 times. So these are really helpful, because this one here, because if you have Temporal Blades up, your damage is already increased by 20%, and this increases it even more, so that's really nice. If reverse time is in play, Strike Blades will replace it with Temporal Blades. So you can also get Temporal Blades by getting reverse time by stacking up Deadlock 4 times and then using this move, or you can stack up Deadlock 4 times and using your second move. They both, your second and fourth both cost the same amount of mana and cooldown anyway, so it doesn't really matter which one you use. But I'd rather go for the second one. Increasing all damage output by 20% and applying depressed time, lowering the opponent's critical strike chance and critical strike damage by 15% for 12 seconds. So instead of decreasing the haste and dodge, which your second move does if Temporal Blades comes into play, your fourth move instead decrease that critical strike damage and crit chance by 15% instead. That's still really nice because you'll do some really nice moderate damage to the opponents. So I'll just show you that quickly. It also has its own animation, which is playing right now. So some red time ruins come in, and my critical strike damage should be increasing by 10% each time I use this. Stacks 5 times. I'm pretty sure I stacked it 4 times. But that is that move. So if I was to stack Deadlock 5 times, which I will do that. And then, now Reverse Time is playing, and now I'll use the 4th move. It's just a bigger hot now. Just a bigger hot. And you can also dish out some nice damage by using the 3rd now. As you can see there, some nice damage coming in. So all these moves link together really well in this class, that's why I think it's a very nice class. All the moves just link together perfectly. But other than that, there's nothing else to discuss about the 4th move, really. Yep. Okay, so it already did the press time thing just then. Okay, so onto the 5th move, which is Hysteria, 30 mana, 20-second cooldown, magical. Sever your foe's mind in time, making them go insane. Causes the target to hit itself when they try to hit you for 6 seconds. Applies enhanced time, reducing the damage the target takes by 15%. If reverse time is in play, strike blades will replace it with temporal blades and increase your damage output by 20% and apply corrupt time, increasing the damage your opponent does by 15% for 12 seconds. Okay, so this is really neat. This is basically the skill that 5th Hours has, but just a bit better, I would say. Because it makes your opponents hit themselves as well, reflects that damage. But also, if you have Temporal Blades active, which is from stacking Deadlock 4 times and then using your 4th or 2nd move, it increases your hit chance, your damage output, and it also increases the damage your opponent does. So you make your opponent hit themselves harder. So it's kind of like a joke, but it's really good. But that's really nice then, because it makes your opponents like pretty much just hit themselves harder and yeah, damage themselves. It's pretty nice. Yeah. So I'll just show you that quickly. I'll just show you it normal without the deadlock stuff. So the animation didn't play. It's my favorite animation though, but it did say Temporal Insanity, and you saw a little dot there. Damage over time. That's the damage it was doing to itself. I'll do it again just to see if the animation comes up. There we go. It's my favorite animation. Lots of purple time ruins come in. And now I'll just do the deadlock thing. So I'll stack deadlock 4 times. Hopefully I don't kill the guy yet, because I just want to see. Okay, and then I'll use 2nd, and now 5th. And he should hit himself harder now. If he hits me. Yeah, he hits himself harder now. So that's pretty neat. But yeah, that's pretty much what the 5th move does. Increases your damage, increases your damage if you have Temporal Blades active, and also makes your enemies hit themselves harder. That's pretty neat, but it also has something where it reduces the damage your target takes by 15%. That's if you don't have Temporal Blades active though. So it's better to make sure you have Temporal Blades active before you actually use this. But it's still a very neat move. But other than that, this class is done. I'll just do the skills quickly, the passive skills. So, the rank 4 ones. Prediction, increases hit chance and crit chance by 10%. Anticipation increases dodge by 12%. It also has a rank 10, which is called Regenerative Rebirth. Basically, when you have low health, it has a rare chance to pretty much fully heal you and all your mana, plus reduce all damage taken from a monster. So that's a really nice rank 10. Other than that, the enhancements, for the enhancements, I recommend just using Thief on the class, and then Luck on everything else. Or you could do Thief on the class, and Thief on the cape, or helmet. So 2 Thief, 2 Luck, that's another good one. And use an unstable weapon, because you do more damage with unstable, but you also have a chance of doing less, but you do a lot higher than stable. So I'll just show you quickly all these moves together really. I'll just see what I can do with it. So I'll do Deadlock 4 times. So yeah, with unstable you can do more damage, but you can also do less. The highest I've gotten with this class so far is 2,400 and something. But yeah, as I said, the class is based on its speed, really, more than anything. So yeah. So yeah, there's some nice damage coming in. Yeah, you can see what I mean. It can dish out some nice damage. But yeah, because of its speed, all the damage adds up anyway, so it still does a lot of damage. So that's with unstable. So it can actually do a lot higher than what you saw there with unstable. Now I'll use blue Tachyon Blade, which is yeah, that's pretty stable. And this one has Thief enhancement on it. My dual blades didn't have Thief enhancement. They had Luck enhancement. So I'll just stack up Deadlock. I'll also do the red one. Reverse time. Boom. The thing with the stable is you pretty much keep doing the same amount of damage over and over, or near the same amount of damage, similar amount of damages. Yeah, I just prefer unstable for this class. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you think about getting the class. So if you're a member, you can farm it. If you're not a member, you can buy it for ACs. Just think about it. If you don't like it, you don't have to get it. But yeah, it's a nice class in my opinion. I really like it. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.